Hello and welcome back to Cricket Captain 2021 and the return of the road to world number one with England. Today we are back. We are ready and raring to go with the West Indies Test Series. Of course, the last thing that we did was win the Ashes down under, which obviously hasn't happened in real life. But in the last episode, if you're watching the playlist, this will have just happened. But for anyone that's dipping back into the series or is new, then this is what happened in the deciding test match of the series, the fifth test match of five. We won by 5 wickets in the end. Some brilliant bowling out there from Jimmy Anderson, Matt Parkinson, Chris Woakes, Sam Curran, all part of a brilliant England side that created history and won an Ashes series down under. Of course, that is something that has happened in other test series in the past, but in particular, recently, certainly recent history, we haven't done that well. But that was our first innings. Dan Lawrence was batting at 3 for us. Johnny Bairstow was opening. I completely forgot about that. Dom Sibley had a good series. Joe Root, as the captain, did all right. I am just going to turn my mic volume down a little bit. Hopefully that's all right. And I'm not absolutely making your ears bleed at this point. Ben Stokes, didn't have the most fantastic series of his career. He had a couple of good scores, but he did all right. Chris Woakes did very well with the bat there, particularly in that match. 350s in the Test series for him. I just want to have a look at Joe Root, of course. 51, 74, 212 not out, 88 not out, 93 not out for him. Very, very good series. Sam Curran, 45 there. And overall, a nice little series for us to go and win. Somehow David Warner got man of the match, even though Australia lost the deciding test match in that series. So if you have a look, there you go. We went 2-0 up, of course, beating them by 8 wickets, then 8 wickets in the first 2 test matches. Australia came roaring back with a win by 20 runs and a 48-run victory before we overcame the Aussies by 5 wickets in the final test match, meaning that we are currently second in the world test match ratings. In the Test Championship, we're not doing absolutely brilliantly, though. We are currently 4th, so we are going to have to try and come back from that, because previously in the summer it was 1-1 in the... Was it in the... No, the Pakistan... Did we play Pakistan in any tests? No. Of course, we had the New Zealand series at the start of the year. New Zealand beat us in the first ever test match. We won the second test match, meaning that was 1-1, which was a bit of a shame. Then we had India, and of course we beat India 4-1 in that test series, which was very, very good performance. And then we had, of course, Australia in the Ashes. And we're going to the West Indies, and that is a chance to try and overcome the Windies, because if you look at our previous history, the last time we were there, we did lose the series 2-1. So if we go out there and we manage to perform to a good standard, hopefully we can turn that around. We have got 3 test matches to turn this around, so let's continue on and see how our squad is looking for this 3-match test series. I, of course, don't really want to change too much from the Ashes within this game. Of course, real life, different players have ended up playing for England than what we've looked at in the game. But if we have a little look at our squad, that's looking good to me. Rory Burns completely out of the picture these days, but Haseeb Hameed and Dom Sibley have generally been our opening partnership, although Johnny Bairstow managed to wriggle his way in the most recent series. Zach Crawley's in there. Let's have a little look at how his form has been throughout the year. Not too bad. I don't know exactly if he played against Australia. I really can't remember this year how much he's done, but he's played 11 test matches, so you'd imagine that he did play against Australia at some point. Ollie Pope has been in there, in and out of the side. Hasn't played necessarily really recently, but did okay. Moeen Ali, of course, now has retired in real life from Test cricket, so I do feel like Moeen Ali does need to leave, and maybe we'll bring in somebody else for him. So if we have a little look at our available players, Ben Fawkes is somebody that's talked about a lot in real life as somebody that should be coming in, so maybe we'll have a little look at him in this series against the West Indies. Milan is back in the picture as well, so perhaps somebody like Johnny Bairstow, who really hasn't done a great deal. He had that 82 against the Aussies, but hasn't done a great deal for us. Matt Parkinson did a very good job. Jofra Archer back in the squad after his injury, which is nice to see. So perhaps we get rid of a Johnny Bairstow figure and we have a look at Ben Fawkes instead of him. I'm having a look at any more players that have sort of popped up in the real life series. I suppose Mark Wood, but you look at his form and it's not fantastic. Although in the West Indies, perhaps his fast bowling will come in clutch, who knows. So let's just provisionally add him back to the squad and have a little look at who we could possibly get rid of. Not really seeing anybody in there that I actively want to get rid of out of the squad. It looks like quite a strong squad without him, so unfortunately Mark Wood will not be on the plane to the West Indies. So I'll go ahead, I'll go and do the coach sessions and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you for the first test match. Okay, here we are then, ready for the match. We've got Dom Sibley opening the batting with Zach Crawley. I've moved him up from 3 that we were playing him in Australia. Dawid Milan makes his return at number 3. Joe Root is going to be batting at 4. Dan Lawrence is going to shift back down to 5, just because I think long term that's where he's going to fit into our squad. Ben Stokes drops to 6, which I think is a good move. Takes a little bit of pressure off his batting, but hopefully he'll do a good job. Ben Fawkes comes in for his chance to replace Josh Butler at 7. Sam Curran is at 8 with Jofra Archer at 9, Jack Leach at 10, and James Anderson, of course, on number 11 in his 173rd Test match, which is going to be awesome. So this is what we're going for. The conditions, it's looking pretty good for batting, so wanted decent batting depth down to at least 8. You know, Jofra Archer can swing the bat. Jack Leach can block a few. Weirdly, Jofra Archer's test average is 7, but he has been known to have some decent scores in the past in general, and somehow he just doesn't seem to do it in Test cricket. So maybe we'll swap those two round and have Jofra Archer at number 10 and see how that goes. But yeah, let's see how we get on against the West Indies. It's going to be a very interesting match. We're going to go tails, because tails never fails, and we are bowling first. It's a good toss to lose, I think. I probably would have batted had we won the toss, so we'll see how we get on. Jimmy Anderson, of course, will be opening the bowling, and we'll see how he gets on. So here we go. Let's see how Jimmy goes. And Jofra also opening the bowling. And here comes Jofra Archer into Campbell. Could have been a thin edge. Not out. Archer into Campbell now. And that is out. Inside edge. And he has gone excellent from Campbell. And I've realised that the sort of game audio wasn't coming in, but we'll see if that works out. But there you go, Jofra Archer gets the first wicket. Very, very good.
That's a thick edge.
And that's high in the air. Oh, it's gone through the gap. That's 4. But Archer off to a good start here. Edged and dropped, unfortunately. Anderson now into Shy Hope. Not quite. So let's go for Curran and Stokesy. See how those two get on.
Oh, it was so close to finding the edge.
I think it is just worth having a left armour in your armoury, and Curran gets the wicket. Lewis has gone for 31, and West Indies now 47 for 2. So, we've got about 24 minutes left. I'm going to bring Jack Leach in to have a little ball, see how he gets on. Leach into Blackwood.
That's out.
And that's gone. He's out for 31. And good start for Jack Leach. Lunch interval day 1. And West Indies 101 for 3. So Jimmy Anderson and Jofra Archer are going to return after lunch. They had a decent opening spell. Let's see how they get on today. Archer into Hope. Edged and gone. Hope is gone for 31. Look at this. 3 31s in a row for the West Indies. So it seems to be a cursed score for them so far. Bring Curran in and Leachy again, because Leach had a good little spell just before lunch. And there you go. Bonner's gone. He's out for 8. So we've got 2 8s and 3 31s. So those are the 2 cursed scores for the West Indies so far. Leach coming into Bravo now. That's high in the air. That's got to be caught, surely. Oh, it's gone all the way. Unbelievable. Leach now into Pooran.
What's the umpire going to say?
Oh, that's
not out. Good decision.
Very, very close. Good decision, though, I think. Yeah, just slipping down leg. Leach into Pooran again. That's got to be a better shout, and it is gone.
Got to go.
Pooran gone for 7. Didn't quite get to the cursed score. And West Indies now 6 down.
Cool.
And Curran gets older. He's out for 1. And Curran now into Cornwall. He's gone as well. He's out for a duck. And now West Indies really, really struggling. So Jimmy Anderson's going to come in, try and mop up the tail here. Tea interval day 1. We'll see how these two get on just after tea. But Dwayne Bravo doing a great job. Darren Bravo, not Dwayne Bravo. I think Dwayne's probably a bit old now.
Well, if catches win
but Roach is gone. He's out for 6. And Curran, what an excellent spell of bowling he's had. He's gone as well for a duck. And Sam Curran will end up with a 5 for. And what a brilliant innings for us there. 199 all out, the West Indies. Sam Curran 5 for 60. Jofra Archer 2 for 40 and 3 for Jack Leach as well. 3 for 26. Excellent spells of bowling. None for James Anderson and none for Ben Stokes. Obviously Stokes didn't really get much of a chance, but bowled pretty well when he was bowling. Only Darren Bravo really getting any sort of leeway in the West Indies batting lineup. They didn't quite get the score that they wanted, considering that they'd opened up the batting for this match. But Dom Sibley and Zach Crawley, let's see how those two get on. It's a big chance for both of them. I always think, you know, when you're down in the West Indies, it's a good little chance to get some good scores. And well, Crawley's gone very early on. He's out for 5. And he's a man under pressure. Milan's gone.
And the batsman's on his way.
He's just come into the squad. He's gone for 1, and already we're 11 for 2 here and looking dangerous at the end of day 1. And Root's gone as well. The captain, he's out for 1. Unbelievable start for the West Indies, and this is bringing them back into the match. Luckily for us, Sibley seems to have worked out how to bat in the West Indies. A little quicker than the rest, but Lawrence, he's gone for 4. 29 for 4 now, and that's right at the end of the day. And what a turnaround. 199 all out, the West Indies. We were looking very, very good, but a familiar batting collapse, really. 29 for 4 at the end of day 1, and Sibley's gone. Roach has got Sibley. He's gone for 17. 30 for 5. This is embarrassing. Stokes gone. He's out for a duck. Goodness me, we are going to be bowled out for a very low total here.
Beautiful shot. 4 more.
So Ben Fowlkes comes to the crease with big pressure,
Good
and
catch.
he's gone as well. Goodness me, this is
Well taken.
one of the
That was a
worst
great-
innings I've ever managed. We're 43 for 8 here.
He's out.
Leach has gone for 2. We're going to be 43 all out. Oh, maybe not.
Terrific.
Jofra Archer, finally,
Textbook drive off the back foot.
showing his batting ability.
He's creamed that one.
I told you he could bat. He'd just been hiding it all this time. Goodness me.
That's right off the
Oh, and
middle of the
Anderson, there you go, the Burnley
bat.
Lara.
Good cricket.
Going to his Lara roots. And goodness me, Jofra Archer and James Anderson are going to be top
wasn't a good
scorers here. At this rate. Well, Jofra Archer finally gone. He was out for 25. I mean, that was good resistance from the final 2. The best partnership of the lot, actually. But we're all out for 79. And that is an embarrassment, really, for your 10th wicket to be more than double any other partnership that was out there. Dom Sibley and Dan Lawrence was the next best at 15, but that is quite appalling, really, and enough to put anybody off playing this game again. But Jimmy Anderson and Jofra Archer will hopefully manage to rip through the West Indies just as we did. And there you go, Lewis, he's gone for a duck. Jofra Archer getting his first wicket. But yeah, I'm just in utter shock about what has happened. Lunch interval day 2. And
Wafting away at thin air.
we'd managed to limit the West Indies to 199. It was a good
No point in
bowling performance. Archer's got Campbell there. He's out for 17. And remember, West Indies are setting us a target here. We can turn this all around because we limited them so well in the first innings.
Soundly beaten, but is it out?
I think that pitched outside leg.
And
It's
the
going to be
umpire's
very,
giving
very
out.
close. It did just pitch okay. And excellent ball. Shy Hope gone. And Sam Curran gets his first wicket of this innings. There's his second.
That's a massive shout.
That could
for
be
LBW.
his third as well.
Just drifting past the leg stump, I think.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, great decision.
Big
Oh,
appeal.
but Bravo's gone this time. And Sam Curran is definitely on one. That's his third wicket of the innings already. And this has just been absolutely brilliant. That could be another one. It is.
And he-
Bonner's gone for 6 and West Indies 89 for 6 already here.
he was miles away from the ball that time.
Oh, can Sam Curran get another 5 wicket haul?
Beautiful ball.
Interval day 2. West Indies 118 for 6. They still lead by 238. Unbelievably. Curran into holder now. Is that going to be a thin edge? Not quite. And we're pushing Sam Curran to his limit, and we certainly don't want to tire him out. It's probably the best ball Jimmy Anderson's bowled over the 2 days. That's a better ball, and holder is gone. Anderson gets him for 42. And that's gone as well. Cornwall out for 4. And all of a sudden, Jimmy Anderson's turning on the style.
He's played all
Archer's
round
into
there.
Roach. That's going to be out. He's out for a duck. And, well, Anderson or Archer get the final wicket here. It's going to be Anderson. Harden gone for 1. And West Indies 180 all out. And this test match could well be over within 2 days here. We need 301 to win, which sounds ridiculous when nobody scored 200 in this test match yet. But hopefully we can build something. 79 all out we were, 199 and 180 for the West Indies. Excellent from Sam Curran again, 4 for 52, 3 for Jofra Archer, 3 for Jimmy Anderson. And Anderson now moves on to 690 test wickets. So we'll keep an eye on that and see when he gets 700. So let's get into the final innings of this test match. It's not going to be over within 2 days. Well, hopefully, touch wood. But 301 to win, that is going to be a tough old ask in this first test match. And we're really hoping that these two can build something a little bit more substantial than they did in the first innings.
Good shot.
And that's a good start from Sibley. And Zach Crawley as well. So both managing to get a boundary in this.
He's out, caught by a really fine catch.
I was going to say this would have been our second highest partnership in innings one, but Zach Crawley's gone. He's out for 13. And now Milan comes to the crease. And he knows that he needs to perform. Oh, that was dropped. That was dropped. That was a thin edge. So he could have had a pair. Oh, he's gone this time, though. He's out for 6, and that's a horrible innings and a horrible test match for Dawid Malan.
That's a beautiful shot. 4 all the way.
Joe Root really needs to put in a captain's knock now. And that shouldn't be something that we're saying against the West Indies, with all due respect, that we've bowled out twice for less than 200. But this is a good start for Joe Root, into the 20s already.
Well, the bowler's appealing.
Oh, and that's gone. Well, it felt like it pitched outside leg. It didn't, though, and Root is gone for 21. Well, luckily, Dom Sibley's managing to have some resistance. Now Dan Lawrence needs to show the form that he did against the Aussies. That's a great shot.
And that's gone high in the air. And it's 6.
That was a fantastic shot from Dan Lawrence.
That's 4.
So, 222 to win. Lunch interval day 3. 86 for 3. And Dom Sibley on 29 not out. He's joined by Dan Lawrence, who's currently on 12. Tell you what, we're in a very sticky situation. A couple of wickets and West Indies go heavy favourites. But these two are just starting to build something nice here. Into the 30s now. Sibley. That could be out though. And it is.
And
Lawrence is gone.
He was absolutely dead in the water.
And once again, a terrific delivery. He's gone for 24 and just nobody can stick it out. I'm wondering, should we go aggressive with Ben Stokes and try and really turn this match around? Because if he can go and have a cameo of 50-60, that could be the difference.
Poor shot.
No, he got outside the line there.
But the ball did too much, if anything.
I think it was a good ball, but he managed to, stride well outside the line. Good shot. 4 runs for Ben Stokes there. And again, and this is exactly what I wanted, just get a bit of bat on ball.
Fabulous delivery.
And we have got 3 fairly aggressive batsmen. We've got Fawkes and Curran coming as well.
It's heading for the ropes. Good shot. Well bowled.
He was wafting at that one. Oh, that's a cracker. That was a full toss.
6 all.
And that was punished.
Cracking stroke.
And there's another great
4
shot.
runs. There was never any doubt. What a good ball he had to play. Timing was the key there.
Okay. Good shots there from Ben Stokes. That's another 6. This is amazing from him. And that's 50. And that's what I said. It could make all the difference. Him having a little cameo. That could be an edge, though, and it is. Stokes has gone for 54. Now it's time to knuckle down again. Need just over 100 to win this match. That's going to be out, though.
The bowler's upset.
Ooh. What's that drifting down leg? Goodness me, that's a great decision. Tea interval day 3, 176 for 5. And we need 125 more runs to win.
This looks close.
Essentially,
Well, the batsman's always going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Essentially what we need is Folks to go and get a 50. Dom Sibley to turn it into a big 3-figure score, and we'll be pretty much there. So Folks needs to just focus a little
He
bit.
hasn't got hold of that. An almighty miscue, but it's gone to the boundary.
Because Sibley's doing a good job of just sticking at the crease. You know, we've got plenty of time. Time is something that we
Well bowled.
don't need in this match. You know? We just need to stick around and keep going. And that's what Sibley's doing. He's rotating the strike. Oh, that was a chance.
High, wide, and
But Folks manages to get the boundary. And he's into the 30s now. End of day 3. 236 for 5. We need 65 to win. And this is a classic England collapse position. So we've got to be really, really careful here, because Sibley and Folks were settled at the end of day 2. But now they are in a position where it could all go wrong. So let's see. Let's see how it transpires. And that's a big delivery early on, and he has got Folks. And that was Folks' first ball of the day, and he's gone for 28, and that could be match over now.
That was appalling.
Because now we have to hope that Curran is playing well, and he's gone. He's out for a duck. So Sibley, it's all on him. And he's dropped. Well, that's a big moment. Because now Sibley still is at the crease. He's working his way towards 100.
He's really cracked.
That's a big drop.
Very well played.
For the West Indies. And he is just going to hold the strike now. That's a beautiful 4.
Excellent placement.
On to 98, 99 now. Nervy 90s. And there is his century as he rotates the strike.
He's reached his century, but he had to battle hard for it.
And well, he has really battled hard for that century.
It's a beautiful ball.
Jack Leach doing a good job of sticking with him. We need less than 30 to win here.
He's really got hold of that.
Is Dom Sibley going to carry the bat? May well do. Lunch interval day 4. We need 21 runs to win. We've only scored 44 runs in that session, and we've lost two big wickets. This is a huge moment. If we somehow manage to get out of this first test match with a victory...
That's a wonderful catch. He's out.
I spoke too soon. Well, what an innings. 527 minutes. That's nearly 9 hours at the crease. 421 balls. 107 runs. 21 to win. Jofra Archer and Jack Leach at the crease. Well,
Poor shot.
who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here? 14 to win now.
That beat the bat all ends up.
It's possible. It's very possible.
He's edged it.
There's another run. 12 to win. If it gets to sort of 7 to win, well, 5 to win now. Goodness me. What has happened in the last couple of overs? We're going to go on every ball. Now, 5 runs to win. And hopefully, 5 sensible shots. And we've done this. There's one. So now we could win it with 1 fluky boundary. Feels worth having a swing of the bat for. Defensive shot. Ooh, I thought they were going to run that. That would have been very, very tight. Yeah, just defensive batting from Jack Leach. And that's the end of the over. 297 for 8. 4 to win. Holder into Archer. It's a decent shot. Archer managing to keep the ball out at the moment. But we're not managing to get any runs.
That one moved.
Oof. Made an over from Holder. That just ramps up the pressure a little bit. Leach again. Against Cornwall. Can he keep him out? This is unbelievable. Oh, that was a chance to get it away. Well, there's a run. 3 to win. So Cornwall to Archer now. End of the over. 298 for 8. 3 to win here. Oh, keeps it out. Holder into Leach. Left. That's a good... Oh, that made it past the fielder. That would have been a run or 2. No, not fancying it. And another maiden over from Jason Holder. What a conclusion to this match. And what an important few shots. And there it is! We have done it! Jofra Archer hits a boundary. And we win the match by 2 wickets. That is a huge victory. And Dom Sibley was the main reason behind it. But as I said, Ben Stokes' cameo, 54, could make the difference. And ultimately did make the difference. Had he not done that, had he got out early, or he'd been trying to grind away, I don't think it would have worked. It was a big call at that point to go aggressive. And we managed to do it. Somehow we've pulled that out of the fire. We've beaten the West Indies by 2 wickets. And we are all of a sudden 1-0 up in the series. We do not deserve that victory at all. We do not deserve that. But we've come out of it with that victory. And now, hey, we go into match 2 with a chance to win the series. So let's go out there. Let's take the confidence. Let's and build on what has happened in that match, because we've ground it out in the end, and I think we can be proud of it. But if you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Cricket Captain content in the future, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.